Hey crew, it's Pitt and I am back. Normally I don't like doing artists this close together, but this is going to be an exception just for the wording of the title. I am pretty sure I know where this is going and I have a lot to say about it. So, we're going to dig into Mr. Traumatik, the Phoenix event. Let's dig in and see what's up.
There is an object hidden.
Yep, I was right. Okay, if y'all don't know who that is Archaic's Mr. Jason Brashears, and he does some pretty good research over on his channel. You should definitely check it out. He is a lot bigger than me, but I do not agree with everything that he does. If you have followed my channel for any period of time and you go to his, you will absolutely understand why. This event, however, he has almost correct.
In the sky. It has been
He just refuses to.
here many times. In ancient times, it was known as the Phoenix. It is approaching perihelion. It is located at 23.5 degrees north
We
of
are
the
close.
ecliptic and is presently in descending node. On May 15th, 2040, it will return. On May 16th, our world will be a very different place.
If you are unaware of the 12,000 year disaster cycle, you should definitely check out the video that I have on it. It is included in a couple of my playlists.
Yeah. The Phoenix event is coming. I've been waiting.
And no matter what you call it, it's coming, right? I call it the bottleneck. Other people call it other things. He calls it the Phoenix event. There is a thing. It is coming.
The Phoenix event is coming. It's an antivirus software.
Oh, that's a little bit. See, I don't fully buy into the Cimmerillicum. I was a little bit loud for y'all. I'm sorry. Let's try it again.
And human beings are viruses. The
Back
Phoenix
that up.
event is coming. I've been waiting. The Phoenix event is coming. It's an antivirus software. And human beings are viruses. That's why I do not care. If you don't change your ways, you will go
That's not it. That's just not it.
extinct. Life
Like, that is the negative way to view the universe, and if you view it that way, you are definitely going to reap some negative rewards.
is not fair. It's not nice in the spiral rounds. You don't want to get lost there. We're trapped in an infinite time loop anyway. This
See, there's that trap word. It doesn't work either. It's not a trap. We're not in a trap. This is not a trap.
place is cursed. The Phoenix event is coming. It's not
Okay.
long now, about 18 years. Don't
I would put it closer to 20 to 24.
worry. Don't panic. Negativity makes it worse. I'm just
That is absolutely true.
a human vessel challenging sacred ancient words. The Phoenix event is coming. You can bank on it. I'm betting. There's no hiding or running. The powers to be, they're stressing. They're panicking and they're sweating. And it's to
If you are unaware of the current situation in the global climate and all of the things going around, there are things to pay attention to while they are distracting you with the several different distractions that are currently going on. You need to pay attention to the people who are moving to the Midwest into the mountains, right? And by that I mean Colorado and westward. So I guess that's not the Midwest. I don't know how to classify that, but you know what I'm talking about. The mountainous areas up where Bezos is building his bunker and his launch pad, and Musk got a bunker up there too, and there's some other people who are doing the exact same thing in the exact same place for the exact same reason, and we are told not to run to the mountains, right? I've covered that, right? The mountains are going to be a bad place to be. Remember that.
doomsday clock, they're checking. Reality is holographic. I know this information.
That, yes, but not in the way that's implied.
It's upsetting, but you really need to stop fretting. There's something that you're not getting. Your brain is running on dungeon programming. That's a negative default
Bruh, pot, kettle, pot. Pot, kettle, pot.
setting. Remember
Let's listen.
something that you're not getting. Your brain is running on dungeon programming. That's a negative default setting.
It's a trap. We're in a trap. This is some milligram, right? This is a soul trap. That's not negative. That's not negative.
Remember, don't be forgetting. There's one thing you be regretting. The fifth dimension is waiting if you don't
We're in it. Y'all should watch my Kabillion videos. If you're watching this video, you should be in the Kabillion. It's linked.
change, you won't get let in.
In 18 more years, in the month of May in 2040, this weapon will revisit our skies. And again, the elite will set up the masses to be their sacrificial lambs.
Jason has a lot of very well researched information. And I don't like people character assassinating him and talking all this mess about him. I don't believe the same things he does, right? There are several points of contention, and we're not going to get into them on this video, but I believe, I've been clear on my beliefs before, so we're not going to get into that on this one, but there are several points of contention, but don't take away from him as a researcher. I just think that he interprets it through the wrong lens, much like people read the Bible through the wrong lens. He interprets his information through the lens of his already foregone conclusions, and that leads him to conclude things.
If you don't show no fear, the demons won't come near. Love is high vibrational, it makes darkness disappear. This world is flipping fierce, don't make me grip a spear. I throw it at your torso and leave your nipples pierced.
Nothing negative. Don't dwell in the negative.
The Phoenix event is coming, it's time to cry a tear. It's all making sense now, my mind is nice and clear. You need to listen closely, you need to try and hear. I told them all before, so now you know I'm a pioneer. The sky you see is holographic, trust me, molecules are just pixels. Reality is
That is in large part true. Kind of.
all fake and humans are hybrid.
Like, we talked about that in the Cabillion, about the visualization and what you actually see. So,
Dies like pit bulls. I'm picking magic mushrooms on mountains and swallowing fistfuls, transforming into a wizard.
and again, I will always point this out, that those are useful tools. They can unlock doors, but normally if you're using those tools to unlock the doors, you're not going to like the result. It's going to not go correctly. You can unlock them doors completely and fully without any of the tools.
Using high vibrational crystals.
That's like the people that say that drinking water is going to calcify your pineal gland. It's like, no, that's not how that works, bro.
High vibrational crystals. Using high vibrational crystals. Transforming into a wizard using high vibrational crystals.
Crystals are tools. They can be used for things. We talk about that in the crystals video.
High vibrational crystals.
Physioelectric is a thing, and there is the reason why it works off of vibration and harmonics.
The Phoenix weapon is hidden in the sky and has been known by the elite from ancient times as the Angel of Death. The stories from antiquity reveal that this phenomenon does not hunt nor harm everyone, and the elite have protected themselves as much as they could by redirecting its attention to the innocent. The importance of the Phoenix phenomenon timeline is slowly being realized as more and more researchers and content creators are awakening to the fact that the mysterious and hidden histories that they have uncovered actually fit within a documented historical chronology of 138-year visitations of the Phoenix phenomenon. This ancient corpus of knowledge has been stolen from the masses by the elite, who through their agents, their orders and organizations have busied themselves in the erasing of texts, traditions, and relics that demonstrate that our world is not what we think.
All right. Y'all can make sure you get back over to Mr. Traumatik's page and give him a like, share, and a sub, throw him a comment, and let him know you appreciate what he's doing. I do. We don't have to agree on everything in order for the conversation to be advanced, right? I like this. I like people getting these new ideas out there, these things that people need to know. There is a bottleneck coming. I call it the bottleneck. There is a point that humanity has agreed upon before we ever got here. In total, there is something coming. That is true. What it is, we won't know until it gets here, but there will be a clearly definable sign in the sky. You will see it and be like, oh, that's what everybody has always been talking about. There will be no doubt. It will not be, go follow this man because he's telling you a thing. That's not what's going to happen. There are points that I absolutely agree with Jason on. There are points that I don't. I am probably 80 hours into Jason's material. Like, I don't have to agree with you to listen to your ideas all the time, right? There are things that I absolutely don't agree with, like the flat earth, right? One of those things. The firmament, another one of those things. But I don't have to agree with you in order to listen to you and see what kind of information you have for me to glean from you. The things that I talk about, I have them directly, right? I have talked about that extensively. It's not something that I assume. there have been assumptions that I made, and I am working on correcting those assumptions. That is why we are doing the reading aloud that we do. We are going back through ancient lore. It is linked, and reading the text and talking about the text and what I have been revealed in places where appropriate. The Kabbalion is me talking about things that I know that they got wrong in some places. I would really like to get into some of the documents that Jason deals with, because I have different interpretations of some of the things that he does. And we will probably wind up there one day, but that's going to have to wait until the manifestation is fully complete. Like, if you don't know, the fact that I am talking to you in this tone of voice and not having to wheeze and rasp, all of that is a blessing. That is because of manifestation. I have actively, physically manifested things in the name of God through the power of God and the Holy Spirit. So when I talk about things, I am not just pulling them out of my yin. These are things that I practically use. It's not financial blessings that I am getting. It is not the rewards of the earth. It is my spiritual blessings have been magnified, and my physical body is being healed. So those are the things that are happening because of the things that I am talking about, right? That is a direct reward for me being faithful in the path that I am to step upon. And this is one of those paths. I'm just waiting for God to give me the clear on it, because we're not quite there yet. I'm still going through Jason's material. I sit here after this, I have for the last couple of weeks. I sit here and go through his playlist and I watch his stuff, right? I've been through the pyramid playlist. I've been through a couple of other ones. Like, he's got some very extensive playlists, and some of it's got some overlap, but for the most part, it's okay if you get in there and know what you're looking for. There's a hard time figuring out where to start on Jason's page, and that's just how it goes. But I like seeing these ancient texts. I like hearing this ancient information. There's a lot of really good stuff that you can pull from that. I think that Jason's holding the wrong key. He looks at a couple of things, and it's in the diagrams that he's looking at things, and we're not going to get into the specifics here, but he looks at things and he sees one interpretation of them. Somebody else might see a different interpretation of them, and I see a completely different one. I see this key that's in there, and I'm like, I know what that means. But the other people don't, to me. Again, I'm not going to get into his stuff until I'm done with his stuff. I want to make sure I understand where he sits before I start talking about it, because I don't do character assassination. I don't do talk about people, right? We talk about the ideas as much as possible. Sometimes I fail, but most of the time it's about the ideas. And this right here, this is an important one. There is a reason I have the 12,000 year disaster cycle video. There's a reason why it's included on a couple of different playlists. There's a reason why, because things are coming. There is a change coming. It is trackable. You can find out what it is very simply. Anyways, I'm going to wrap this one up because we are getting a little bit long, but this was great. Y'all make sure y'all get back and show some love. If you like what I'm doing, do the same for me. Give me a like, share, and a sub. Throw me a comment. Let me know you appreciate it. If you really like it, hit me with the super thanks. It will be greatly appreciated. To the crew, thanks for hanging out. I appreciate every single minute that you are here with me, and I am praying for you every single day. Until next time, I love you. God loves you. You are perfect, whole, and complete, just the way that you are. This has been Pitt State. Peace.